What's up, LinkedIn slash YouTube, another video. So for this video, I want to discuss, let's see, the importance of not seeking self-validation. So this will be a short video. It's not going to be too long. Let me get myself put together here. So what is self-validation? Why does it matter? Why do we need to avoid it? So this is probably more of a problem of younger people, especially my generation, people in their 20s, teens, probably more likely. So why do we seek self-validation? We seek self-validation because we feel that we're not good enough. We're always compensating for something or some factor in our lives that we feel is inadequate, and that doesn't make for the most conductive experience possible. So why should you not seek self-validation? The problem is that you're constantly deriving your own self-esteem from other people. You're deriving your competence for people to tell you that you're good enough. Imagine if Bill Gates was seeking self-validation for his own company. He'd be like, is my company good enough? And he'd be like, hell no. So that's the first factor that you need to keep in mind. Self-validation is dependence validation. You're depending upon another person to make you feel worthy. You're dependent upon them because you lack something in your own life and you're compensating for it. Okay? So this is obviously more of a problem, a chronic problem among the young people, because they have, more than likely, they've probably spent a large avenue and a vector of their time doing non-productive things that hasn't developed themselves enough to where they can have their own internal confidence, because they have nothing going on in their lives. That's the bottom line. The people that are people that require self-validation are the people that have nothing good going on in their lives. They want other people to fill their lives. Henceforth, they will be dependent upon you, and it gets really annoying. That's why people hate other people that are dependent. This is probably just more of a message for younger people. If you're in your teens and you're on LinkedIn, YouTube, however that may be. Hell, even I haven't even mastered it, and I've done a good amount of stuff. So, I mean, it gets better as you get older. You get more confident, more self-assured. My recommendation is, what I didn't do in my youth is I didn't take advantage of everything that I should have when I was in high school. I didn't go to all the extracurriculars, achieve as much as possible. I was a different person. So you should be doing as much as you can to develop your skills and your competence and your mastery of yourself, by which would extend your ability to feel good about yourself. Like right now, I'm developing my ability to further speak well when normally people say I mumble and stutter a lot. So developing confidence right now. You should do the same. Because if you don't, and if you're constantly seeking self-validation, then you will seek ways to compensate for it, which you shouldn't do. You shouldn't be seeking ways to compensate for it. You should be seeking proactive mechanisms to regulate it. Take control of it. Seize freaking control. Don't settle for less or little. You need to overcome that barrier and that bound. And that's especially true for all successful people. All successful people are freaking confident. They know, I can do it, I must do it, I will do it. They say these things because they know. They're not quitters. You don't quit, okay? That I would say, if there's one thing you can adopt about removing self-validation, I haven't mastered this either, and it takes a lot of work, is you say, that you won't quit under any circumstance. There is no quitting. Quitting isn't in your language. You don't quit at something and you're wondering, oh, Drew, what does quitting have to do with self-validation? Quitting has to do with self-validation, because you quit because you believe you're not good enough. You believe you're too damn tired. You believe you're not able to do it because you're judging your own ability upon your self-worth. You can do what you want to do if you put your mind to it. Okay? So if you want to not seek self-validation, then look upon all the things by which you're dependent upon. Like, I mean, even in my own life, I have a few people that I vent to as well. And there has to come a point by which you take your ass up by your bootstraps and you just quit, like relying. Don't depend. You want to be interdependent. You never. So this is the thing about dependence, and nobody tells you. The moment that you're dependent is the moment that you're passive. The moment that you're passive is the moment that you're no longer in control of your own destiny. If you're dependent upon your parents, they're deciding your fate. You're not deciding your fate for yourself, okay? And that's another thing about self. I'm gonna list three factors you need to keep in mind to not seek self-validation. Be okay with people disagreeing with you. Who cares? It doesn't matter that they have a different opinion. It doesn't matter that they want to impose a review on you. It doesn't matter, because you have control over it. You dictate what happens in the interaction. And rather than just being passive and relying upon it. This one's taken me a while to get used to. Like, if someone asked me something about my political background, I would say this is what I am, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. Who cares? Because I don't really care. This is who I am. I know who I am. So if someone's telling you who you are, then don't give it like priority. If you're giving it priority, then you have low self-esteem. You're not confident enough in yourself, and that means you need to do more work on yourself. Be okay with disagreements. That's the point. People are always going to disagree with you. 9 out of 10 times, someone's going to disagree with you about something, somehow, some shape, and some form. Someone's going to be your enemy, but that's okay. They're going to make you stronger. Even at your workplace, not everyone's going to get along with you. Not everyone's going to believe in your mission. They're not going to do it. They're not going to be in line with your challenges or your goals. You won't have any control over that. You have to accept that. And who cares? Really, just be... To disagree with someone is the highest form of confidence, because you know who you are. I am Drew. You are Johnny. You are George. These are my experiences, and this is who I am. I'm not seeking someone else's approval. I don't care. If you don't agree with my video, don't watch it. I don't really care. My only goal is to spread the message so that we can have other like-minded people, so we could improve the world and change the world. That's my only mission. Otherwise, I don't really care. Because my mission is the only thing I care about. My mission. That's what leaders do. You have a mission. You have something you want to accomplish. The second factor you need to keep in mind is that if you're constantly... This one's different. If you're constantly looking for the easy mechanisms to entertain yourself, then that means you don't have any belief in your ability to entertain yourself. This one's taken me a long time to understand, and still is. To entertain yourself well and work towards high forms of entertainment is by delaying your own gratification. Delay the gratification. Don't do it now. Do it later. Do what's hard first. Do the hard shit first. Then enjoy yourself afterwards. If that means smoking one cigar, or taking a shot, then it's fine, but do it afterwards, not beforehand. And it's the same thing with gratitude. If you look at my other videos, it doesn't make any sense for you to have gratitude when you don't have a damn thing. You don't have nothing. Why are you going to have gratitude? Hell no, I'm hungry. I don't settle. That's what it's all about. I don't care that I'm grateful I'm breathing air. I don't give a crap. That's why Stalin says gratitude is sickness for dogs. Only after you've done the hard work do you have gratitude. Only after, not before. And then the third factor to not having self-validation is being independent. It sounds so simple, but it really is so challenging, and we avoid it because it's hard freaking work to be independent. It's hard work. It's not simple. It's hard, but that's what. It's hard work to be independent, and it's hard work to be your own person. It's hard freaking work. It's not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not you're like, when I was 18, I thought I knew everything. I don't know. I don't really know as much as I would hope I know. I mean, I know a bit about politics and economics. I know a little bit. That doesn't mean I know anything, not really. But the point is that it takes time in development to develop your ideas of what you believe. Take your time. It doesn't have to be in a rush. If someone asks you, what do you believe? I don't know. I'm still working on it. I have something I believe I know. I don't know if I'm correct, not yet. And if you believe you're correct and they tell you wrong, then stick to your guns. That's perfectly fine if they tell you you're wrong. It doesn't matter because that's your belief and you live your own life. So independence is just about like being able to do your own stuff. Really, it really is that simple. It's about saying like venting is good. It's okay, but it's not a proactive mentality. Venting is to get rid of your frustrations. Rather than getting rid of it, why not utilize that energy to go towards a task like a laser, melt through the freaking metal. Independence is about sustaining yourself. It's about security. It's about having ability. Ability is what society measures you off of. If you're just wasting your time watching you, it seemed like it doesn't seem like a big deal. Like, oh, I watch YouTube videos, blah 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 blah. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but it is a big deal because what you're saying with your activities tells people who you are as a person. It tells them who you are. If you're just watching videos all day, smoking, drinking, then that tells them who you are. That tells them that you're not hungry, you're not driven, you don't care, you just want to have a good time. You're a hedonist. You live the life of pleasure. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I don't care. You can be a hedonist. I'm not here to be a hedonist. I'm here to live the great life. I'm here to achieve greatness. And that's not the life of hedonist. It's the opposite. It's the opposite of displeasure. It's about constantly denying yourself pleasure. That's what Theodore Roosevelt does. Every single time he gets pleasure, he denies it again and again and again. When he goes off to war with the Rough Riders, what does he do? It's astounding, but it's true. Ultimately, you are above everything else, not even your wife. It has to be. Otherwise, you would put yourself second to another person, and therefore you would not serve your interest. He said if he would go to war and let his wife die, and he would even visit her funeral. That's how stoutly he believed in his virtues. That's what I'm saying. Independence is independence or virtue. You believe so strongly in what you believe that you will take a gunshot. You will die for that freaking belief. You're going to die for it. No one's going to change your mind. No, not a knife, not a gun, not a sword. You're going to die for it. You're willing to die. And that's what people respect. People are not going to respect a person that looks at the ground and says, this is what I kind of, sort of believe, I think, maybe, sort of, I don't know, I'm uncertain, blah, blah, blah. No, you say, this is what I believe, I know what I believe, I'm paying my bills right now, I'm doing this and that and this. Which one looks more confident to you? Confidence is key. That's probably, again, if you look at my other videos, it's the secret sauce. Secret sauce. Secret sauce, man. Secret freaking sauce. It's the magic formula. Okay? So do those three things and just remember, the moment that you become dependent upon another person is the moment by which you're no longer in control of your own life. Someone else is living it for you. So again, I'm going to finish this video. It's supposed to be shorter. Bad me. If you have people offering you help, then they have an agenda. They have something they're doing. Why are they offering you so much help? Because they want you to be dependent upon them so they have control over you. That's why people are so freaking helpful. Help is an enemy in disguise. It's only good in short bursts. I would never recommend long-term help. It makes you weak. It makes you a weakling. You become weak. Don't want to be weak. Thank you, LinkedIn and YouTube.